Bart here with Hyde Motorworks, bringing you an update on our supercharger kit for the Triumph Spitfire. Today we will take a closer look at the construction of the kit. First we will look at the bracket itself as it is mounted on the engine. Secondly, I will show you the tubing setup. And finally, we will look at the blow-off valve, the vacuum placement, and the booster gauge. I want to show you what we have ready right now to go. It'll be heading off to fabrication and production shortly. But let's take a look at it now as it's on the engine. Here we have the supercharger itself, as we've seen before, and the tubing going from below on the carburetor through to the distributor, or to the supercharger, and then from the supercharger into the manifold. What we've added now is we've added the blow-off valve. This is a circulating blow-off valve, and the reason we do that is because we're bringing fuel through the supercharger and then in the manifold. So if it wasn't recirculating, as the blow-off would discharge, it'd blow fuel all over the engine compartment. We don't want to have that. So we're running it back into the bottom tube and just making a loop so everything stays contained. This is our vacuum that controls our atmospheric pressure coming off the bottom tube up into here. We will adjust it and allow how much PSI goes through for the charge. And on the manifold itself, we have a vacuum that comes off of that and goes inside into a boost gauge, so you control, so you know what boost you're having. On this small of an engine, you are going to want to know how much boost you are putting in, so your engine stays in one part and you're not picking up pieces off the road. And so that's why we have that, and that'll be included in the kit, and we strongly suggest you use that. With it, we will be fine, and there'll be no problems if we just keep an eye on our boost. And so the bracket we have here that holds the supercharger goes into the existing holes on the water pump housing. So we're not having to make new holes. We pull the holes out of the existing housing. We put the bracket on and add a couple, add the bolts back in that we will provide a little longer to hold the bracket on. Likewise, we have an idler on the bracket below, so we can make sure that we have good travel with the belts on the pulley so we don't slip. And then along with that comes a longer belt, a 67-inch belt that will be included in the kit also. So that is in a nutshell what this is going to be. This is the completed prototype. It heads off for production next week, and hopefully we can have this into your hands soon and be on the road and ready to go. Thanks for joining us today.